The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. With a phenomenal 3,000% growth in quarterly value and over $17 billion in settled transactions, FedNow Instant Payment Service is quickly becoming a popular part of the US payment ecosystem. The question then arises as to why the ISO cryptocurrencies have not shifted in response, given the rapid expansion of the Federation. Reason being, March of this year is when ISO and the Fed will take place. Going forward from March 2025, the Federal Reserve will switch to the ISO 222 communications protocol for Fed wire fund services and FedNow immediate payments. As for cryptocurrencies that comply with this protocol, they will be able to transact more easily. This is going to spike, I think. Cryptocurrency that are utility-driven, such as ISO cryptocurrency. The reason you haven't noticed any change in the price is because I'm anticipating ISO to be extremely big, if not fast, over time, just non-stop growth. However, I can't say for sure if this will cause a huge spike or gradual upward movement. There's still a long way to go. March is the beginning. SWIFT highlights the increasing significance of implementing the worldwide standard for payments, ISO 222. SWIFT is also actively promoting ISO 222. Recall that they were behind schedule about a year ago, and even the most competent individuals remarked, if SWIFT isn't ready, we'll just leave SWIFT behind. It appears that SWIFT is finally pulling themselves together. The United States' recent emergence as a major crypto hub has set the stage for extremely rapid acceleration. All of these digital currencies will experience momentum. There will be a long period of continuous ascent. That is the outcome I am anticipating. You are already being onboarded, and most people have no clue that the CBDCs, which are part of the G20 think tank headed by Mr. Man T, are being prepared to serve as the lender of last resort in times of crisis. During the next black swan catastrophe, the majority of people will be on board. I went so far as to say that the next US stimulus would be paid for with the digital dollar. So imagine if the US had another crisis. With COVID, everyone was already planning to do that. When the year 2020 rolls around. Additionally, I maintain my belief that RLUSD will eventually replace the US dollar as the digital currency of the US. I think we're already heading in that direction. Keep in mind that your friend previously said that the Federal Reserve was the greatest way to ensure economic stability, and that doing away with the Fed would be even better. It is not a coincidence that Jerome Powell will be with us until May of 2026. I believe this will give the end of the Fed story a significant boost in 2025. It makes no difference what Trump says or does. Jerome Powell's term ends in May of 2026. The Grand Reset will finally happen, because Powell will carry out the plan that has been in the works for the past 6 years. Now that Trump is back in office, I'm not sure that will happen. Because the US is in a lot of trouble, and has a commercial real estate problem, I think a new financial system will emerge, and a big catastrophe will occur. I fear that will be the first domino to fall, and it will affect residential as well. In addition to the impending collapse of the entire bubble, the United States is also facing a severe liquidity crisis and a mountain of debt. Would you say Powell is the one who will initiate the Great Reset? Who can say for sure? The Federal Reserve will, in my opinion, come to an end at some point. There is no connection between the US government and the Federation. A private central bank, the Federal Reserve is unique. Plus, at the moment, every single central bank in the world is aiming for the same objective. Cryptocurrency issued by a central bank is what they seek. Meanwhile, Trump has stated that a central bank digital currency will not be created, rather, stable currencies are being promoted. As a result, the US central bank digital currency, CBDC, will likely be outsourced to Ripple and RL, and the US digital dollar will be created by USD. That is my prediction about what will transpire. That may explain why Trump is meeting with Ripple. In my opinion, they will use XRP to fortify the US currency. For all intents and purposes, XRP will not become a CBDC. Rather, RL and USD are more likely to become CBDCs, and XRP would thereafter transport RL and USD globally. I find that to be more logical. Because Ripple already has money transmitter licenses all around the US, using XRP in the financial sector also makes a lot of sense. That will be covered further in a separate movie of mine. A digital currency issued by a central bank is clearly not in the cards for XRP. I also predict that this strategic reserve will take a back seat. In my opinion, a crisis could materialize prior to the reserve's actual implementation. If that takes place, we will likely make an effort to integrate into the new monetary system. Furthermore, unless it will do something to fortify the United States, I fail to perceive the necessity of any reserve. One crypto-based ETF tracks the price of Trump, and the other two are dollar exchange traded fund issuer Rex shares and crypto asset manager Osprey funds. The result is a decent coin ETF. This can't possibly get any wilder, in my opinion. Personally, I don't get this at all. To what extent can an ETF hold meme coins? To be honest, I'm confused. The issue is, with crypto, anything is conceivable, as I mentioned in a video not long ago. Every time you see a meme or an ETF, you hear people say things like, XRP can never reach this price point, or that price point, or XRP can never flip Bitcoin in market cap. But listen up, everything is possible in the crypto world. Looking at XRP's design, it's easy to envision it as the leading cryptocurrency, with a market cap in the 4 or 5 figures, a long list of other cryptocurrencies, ETF filings, and a lot of sense. Gensler, Gary, stepped down as chair of the SEC yesterday. Therefore, these exchange-traded funds exist for XRP. Among those exchange-traded funds, ETFs, I expect Bitwise, Canary, 21 shares, Wisdom Tree, ProShares, Rex, and Osprey to all pass within the next 30 days. I anticipate it occurring at that time. Perhaps tomorrow is the earliest it could happen. Honestly, we have no idea. Keep in mind that we are now in the midst of a bull cycle. Once those ETFs arrive, it will be the end of the season. All of this is occurring simultaneously. Your time spent viewing my video is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.